Hey you guys, so today we are looking at this, which is, it's Iron Man. Iron Man, Marvel Iron Man, Iron Man, H505 1/6 scale action figure, Hono Studios. I hope I said that right. Sorry, I was messing up with this guy. This is the reason that I do what I do. This was my Iron Man from my childhood. It's the Secret Wars one. It's got a little bit scuffed, a little bit thin, because he went everywhere with me. But yeah, much loved, much played with action figure. And this is my Iron Man. And this is finally a 1/6 scale version of that character. I saw this, I was like, I'm going to have to buy one of those. It's the rules. Hono Studios, I didn't know actually until recently. There's kind of, you can see his face on there. I didn't know until recently that it is produced by Hottoys Limited unit. Yeah, so it is kind of related to Hot Toys. Explain it to me in the comments underneath how and what and who this place is, because I just want that. That is, look at it. It's fantastic. Never a big fan of that mask, but it's in there, so we're going to go with it. Contains button batteries, hazardous to swallow, choking hazards, small product is suitable for ages 15, etc. There is right down here at the bottom a little Disney hologram, proof of where it came from and all that. Hot Toys Limited, etc, etc. Yeah, once I saw this I was like, I'm going to need one of those. And I bought it as soon as I got the chance. So right, I'm having it, and let's get it out of the box. Right, I am actually really excited for this. Like I say, this is my Iron Man. I grew up with this look for him. Okay, so the packaging, let's have a look at this. This section pulls out down here. That section pulls up there. What does that say? Exploring playful collectibles with boundless possibilities. Hot Toys presents Hono? Is that how you say it? Don't know what that little on the top of that means. Studio, a collective of distinct artisans from the toy scene and the entertainment industry worldwide. The team embraces a daring and unconventional spirit that seamlessly transitions between welcoming new collectors and engaging in collaborations with labels from diverse disciplines, creating innovative interpretations of characters from pop culture to celebrate their timeless appeal. The team of Hono Studios pursues a path of playfulness and novelty in their works. Its collection horizons stretch as far as imagination may roam. Oh, I love that. That sounds so cool. Right, so let's see what happens if we pull that. Oh, already. Oh, that does look good. Look at that. Oh yeah. That is Iron Man. Yeah. The batteries are in there as well, which is good. So I was thinking to myself today, I hope I don't have to buy some batteries. Oh, on the inlay card there is the instructions. That's clever, because that's... I like that. Right, let me just mess about with this and get it all so I can actually see it. Right, here he is in all his glory. The back of the card that you are supposed to attach to the back of the picture is, let's see if I can show you this better, is to be cut out. So you've got to cut it out of this backing card. And it is like in the back of the box there. So that is probably going to stay in there. It did come with that, which I think is the thing you attach it to. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like it. So yeah, that's probably not going to get cut out because it's going to ruin the box. We don't want to do that just yet, do we? And put that there so I don't cover up the instructions. Right, so here he is. Let's tilt. Let's pop this. Ooh. It's not sellotaped down, it's just locked in. There we go. Ooh, it's weird, it's rubber. Right, I'm just going to stand him there, lay him there, move those parts out of the way. Right, they're the spare handstand and the back. Wow, there's a lot of batteries. Right, tilt this up a bit. Right, so there we have him. I was worried because I could see these black bits in the box, but it's foam to keep it protected. So this is a very spongy rubber. It feels very strange. Let me take some of these bits of plastic bag off. I'm liking it though. I'm liking the shine. Right, and we're going to get this out of here. They always put that one bit in that is a nightmare. Let me just do it here. I can see it properly. Right, so that's all of the plasticky bits out. Now we have these bits which have been put in to keep those bits from rubbing. So let's see if we can, I think that's come out of there. It's really weird because it's kind of, I don't want to say sticky, but it's got a weird texture to it. Up out of there. Oh, there we go. Right, and me more. None of the ankles, just around the arms. I don't want to pop the arms out because I don't think that's how you remove these. I think we're just going to have to take them out and never put them back in again. Let me get those out of the way. Done. Right. Yeah. And finally, oh, that's a bit thicker, is that? Because that's a bit of foam. Right. So put them back in because I've popped them out a little bit. And I've got to say, wow, there is a bit of a scuff there on the front, which is going to come off, I think. I hope. I'll fix that. Yeah, it's just... yeah, bit of dirt. There we go. Oh, bit worried there. Right, how does he stand? Stands pretty well actually, I've got to say. It does have a bit of weight to him. Wow, this is Iron Man. Look at that. Look how shiny that is. That is proper. This is the Iron Man figure I have wanted for a very long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, my little... where have I put him? I put him somewhere safe, out of the way. I mean, this guy was cool, but... that is... let's see if we can get him a stand. I feel like he's got a bit of a wobble to him. There we go. Right. Check out that face. You can see his eyes in there. Helmet. The arms, like I said, they're kind of a rubber. So that worries me a little bit that they may perish or, you know, go a bit wonky. Chest plate. Just look at the shine on it. That's solid. That's kind of rubbery. That's solid. That's kind of got a solid feel to it as well. That's solid, head solid. Right, so all the main body part there is solid. That part is slightly rubberized. The legs are definitely foam, sort of like a foamy rubber. And so are the boots. But then you don't have any joints anywhere, which makes it that bit cooler, doesn't it? Wow. Right. Now I'm looking at this thinking he's supposed to have batteries in it. Because I can see the batteries from here. So an instruction on here where to put the batteries. Port the chest can be moved to shown in direction. Right. Doesn't actually say anything about where the batteries go. Ah, right. There's another set. Ooh. So we have here his other hands and these, which have got little magnets on them. Right. So let's just pop that out. That's the base of the stand with the Ironman, very little letters, Invincible Ironman logo there. Right, just put that down there. Oh, there is also the plastic rod if you want to keep him up. I mean, looking at this, he stands up pretty well. So here's the proper set of instructions and how you put the batteries in. Right, do not chew the batteries. I love it when they tell you these things. So the wrist, right, we're going to take off the wrist, right, and okay, so all these bits are removable. Eesh. Okay, so we're going to have to do it. Yes, right, I'll be back in a moment because I want to have a little go at this close up. Wish me luck. So, to do the batteries in the wrist section, take the hand off, take the wrist off, and it is under there. Now you're going to need a very little screwdriver, so I'm going to have to go find one of those, because I don't think I have one kicking around in here. I'm just looking to see if I can see one anywhere. Nope. Right. Give me a second. Okay, so I have spent hours trying to find my screwdriver set because it's tiny little Phillips screws. Let me show you. Right, and if you can see how small that is, the ones in the wrist are even smaller. That one I got undone with the screwdriver I've got. The other one I'm going to need a proper tiny like sunglasses, which I know where I can get one. My mum's got one. I know exactly where it is, in the front room, in the, yeah, trust me, I know where it is. So that one I got out and I put the batteries in there. Also, the instructions are terrible because they showed you them that way around. The batteries go the other way around. So you see how in that top section there, they're facing that way. They don't, they face that way. So I had to turn them around. But anyway, I've got one light in. I will probably, when I've done it, put it in a shot and show you the arms, the wrist lit up. But you take these, which go on kind of there magnetically. Stay on pretty well. Take one of these and you tap it on there. The light comes on. Tell you what we'll do. So you can all see, we shall unplug the lights. A little bit too much unplugged. There we go. So yeah, it is quite a nice light. It is, you can't really see it on this camera because it doesn't handle the dark very well, but it is yellow. So there's a yellow tinge to it. But I think that's quite bright and has made me want to see how the other ones are. So this again has the magnets on it. If you flick the magnet out and just over the top, goes out. Replace it on there and job is a good one. Right, there we go. Plug them back in. Oh, that was bright. And settle. Right. Faceplate. That, I guess, it says something about using one of these, but it doesn't tell you where. You know, it's not on that one, it's on the other one. Where's the other one? Remove the countermeasure dispensers and replace the mask with a horn. Right. So I'm not sure how that works. I don't want to pull... Oh, just some plugs. Oh, okay. So there's a little peg in the middle there and a peg on the inside of that. The instructions for this are not great. So let's put that back there. So yes, we have the eyes, which they have put proper eyes in there, which is nice. The other face plate goes on like so. Yeah, I like that, but I don't like that because that isn't my favourite. So mine will be sporting the regular faceplate. There we go. Excellent. Right. So I will show you as well while we're here the articulation. Those bits stay. So as you can see, there is joints things under that. That's a little bit of the stuff. So yeah, we have that under there, and it does have a swing to it. It also goes down and back in. There is articulation in the elbow, but because this is rubber, it does bend with it, which is nice. I wouldn't want to leave it, I don't know, I wouldn't want to leave it stuck in that pose for too long, because I'd be frightened that this was gonna, you see, look, it's already putting creases in it, which have dropped out, but I would worry that if you left it like that for too long, it would permanently... This has always been a problem I've had with hot toys in like the leather outfits and things like that. Like I'm looking over there, Star-Lord, Black Widow, Thor, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch. They have like leather pleather outfits, and I'm always worried that you're going to leave it in a position where it is going to leave a mark, if you know what I mean, in the but I like the articulation. It is nice. So you are going to get it into, I mean, I would do, let's just show you with the, because we can still put these hands on. I would probably go for something along those lines, because you've got an interesting relative pose there. There is the stand, but it isn't a flight stand. So you're not going to get him, you know, off the ground. That doesn't look too bad, but then again, you see, look how it's going to collide with that. It's a weird one. I like it. I think it's great, but you're going to end up with like that, and it's going to leave a mark. And if you leave it too long like that, that mark's going to stay. So yes, it is really nice. I don't know how to explain it. It's rubber. It's like rubber. Solid, thick rubber. And there is the articulation under there. The boot's the same. So you can do all the fancy positions with it. There is no toe pivot. But do you want to leave it like that? In a position where you are straining that rubber texture? I think that is a relatively good pose that you're going to get away with. Or, you see that? That's how tiny the screw, let's see if I can show you, that's how tiny the screw is, if you can see that. I might have damaged the head a little bit trying to take it off. That fits on nicely like that. It only goes on one way, every other way it doesn't fit quite right. And that goes on there like that. Yeah, I like it, but it's one of those. The rubber, and this is the problem I've always had with hot toys. You don't want to just stand it in a vanilla pose, but then you don't want to stand it so that you can only ever leave it in that one pose, because then that defeats the object. You might as well just buy a statue. I mean, that looks great, and I think altogether the figure is absolutely freaking fantastic. Particularly under this light, the texture, the colour is absolutely breathtaking. But it's got that old hot toy problem of what pose do you leave it in that isn't going to damage the figure. I know I mean, leave comments underneath, because I know there are people out there that will say, I left one in this and it never looked the same again. I'm just looking up at the figures up there. I've got an Indiana Jones in a leather jacket. He's stood holding the gun, but I know that probably when I move it, it's going to look like it'll have creased the jacket. My Doctor Who, he's fine, because that's material. Material bends. But yeah. I don't know. I love this. This is going to get pride of place on a shelf. But it is going to be in a reasonably vanilla pose. Just out of interest, how far back does the head go? Oh, comes off. Relatively good tilt on that, I suppose. A lot of down. So you could get him into a, because that moves backwards and forwards a little bit. So you could get him into a flying pose, but like I say, you don't have a flight stand, you have a stand. So even I'm thinking that kind of pose, just stood looking badass on a shelf, which is enough. But as always, would have been nice with that little bit more. So he is taller than 12 inches or 30 centimeters, just by a little bit. So yeah, your average hot toy size. Yeah, I don't know. I like it, but it's got the usual problems that you have with a hot toy. But I ordered this from AliExpress. Yes, you're all going to go, oh, you got it from AliExpress, it must be fake. No, I got it from AliExpress. It was a lot cheaper than buying it from the suppliers that we have over here in the UK and probably anywhere else in the world. It was cheaper. So I would say to you, have a look for one. If you're spending hot toy money on this, you're going to be kind of, this is going to irritate you a little bit, that posability. But yeah, it's workable, but it ain't perfect. And it's a shame. But I still absolutely love it. I just think it looks awesome. It's that weird thing that I have with all 1/6 figures like these, that I look at them and I go, they're brilliant, but I want to pose it in, and I suppose that's why this size figures are always going to win, because this guy will pose. I haven't put his video on yet. Filmed it, just don't put it on yet. Yeah, we'll pose in any pose within reason. So yeah, what do you guys think? What's your take on the hot toy problem? I'm going to do a close-up sweep down. Still got that little bit of a scuff on its head, but I will remove that. Do like the eyes. I think this is a great. Let's turn the light on so you can see. There we go. As you can see, it's got a yellow to it. I mean, the bodywork and the metallic yellows and reds are fantastic, but you're dealing with spongy foam. It's squidgy, squidgy like a jellyfish. Yeah, but I still like it. I still like it, and I am still proud of it, and I'm still glad I bought one. But it is, I don't know, that eternal problem. I think it's why I never bought the what's his name, Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, because he had a rubber, the tattooed body was rubber, and I didn't want to just have him posed like that. Yes. Right, I'm going to wind this up. So, packaging, fantastic. Figure, fantastic. But the rubberized body parts may cause problems. Even they say in the thing. Be careful when moving the legs, otherwise the armour may collide and lead to paint fade or damage. So that is technically what it's meaning. It's meaning that if you leave that body part pressing against that like there, it's going to do that. I mean, yeah, now it's dropping out. But as it gets older, or if it's left there for a very long time, it might not do that anymore. Yeah. Right. So, if you've enjoyed this video, which I really hope you have, like, share, subscribe down there. It really, really all helps the channel. I will at some point find the screwdriver to put these in. I'll leave a little short of it with all the lights on and stuff like that, and you'll get to see it like that. But I really, really wanted to get into this, open this and get this video on because I want to show this off to you guys. So that's me, I'm a show off. Just like Tony Stark. So yeah, I'm going to wind this up. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.